Okay, so the maintenance of the homeostasis usually involves the negative feedback loops. We know them. These loops act to oppose the stimulus that triggers them. For example, if your body temperature is high, the negative feedback will act to bring it back down to the normal point. We have the example that if the internal body temperature is normal and there is a change, it will detect the change and it immediately try to correct it and put it back in the normal temperature.
Homeostasis refers to an organism's ability to regulate various psychological processes to keep internal states steady and balanced. Homeostasis is maintained by constant adjustments of biochemical and psychological pathways. This maintenance in an animal's body is relatively constant internal environment despite any changes in the outside environment. This allows animals to function normally in the changing external conditions surrounding their body.
Diabetes is a disease. A disease is a failure of a normal function that leads to negative symptoms, and diseases disrupt homeostasis. When a person or animal suffers from diabetes, their body is unable to process food for them to use it as energy. Their blood is high on sugar and can produce, metabolize, or respond to insulin. There isn't a cure for this disease, but it can be controlled. Some complications are kidney failure, heart diseases, amputations, between others.
Diabetes, a metabolic disorder which affects the blood's glucose levels, is an example of a disease caused by failed homeostasis. In ideal circumstances, homeostasis would work with its control mechanism to prevent this imbalance from occurring in a person's system. However, in some people, these mechanisms do not work efficiently, causing an abnormally great amount of blood glucose that cannot be managed as it should in the body, and these cases require medical intervention to restore homeostasis and prevent permanent organ damage.
Okay, so we chose exercise to show homeostasis in the human body because exercise causes many homeostatic factors to kick in an effort to maintain internal homeostasis. How exercise affects some of these homeostatic factors can be determined by measuring and observing certain parameters such as body color, blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, and breathing rate. So we put them in experiment in which a subject had to do some exercise in a time, and we evaluate the results. Okay, but why this happens? Because during exercise, blood pressure, pulse, and respiration increase to meet the increased demand for oxygen and nutrients by your system. So the metabolism gets faster, and your increased heart rate speeds up the delivery of oxygen and nutrient-rich blood to your musculoskeletal system, while increasing the rate at which blood is taken away from tissue and delivered to the lungs to receive oxygen. So that's why the breathing rate changes too. Also, the increasing heart rate increases the delivery of blood to your skin, increased blood flow to your skin, and sweating causes dissipation of heat. So that's why your temperature gets higher.